Hey everybody, it's Becky. How are you today? I'm just hopping on to do a little diamond painting before work and just check in with everybody, see how you're doing, see what your weekend plans are. This weekend here in the States is Memorial Day weekend. So we, as is tradition in my husband's family, because it's his birthday weekend, we're at the lake. We do a fish fry, sometimes a crab boil, depending on what my husband wants. He typically gets everything he wants, so he might be a little spoiled, but not much, just a little. So celebrating my husband's birthday and then getting the cemetery decorated for our loved ones that are gone. The torch has been passed to me for making sure that the cemetery gets taken care of every year. This is my first year in charge, and it sounds like I've got a lot of people from the generation above me coming to help. Some that are coming in from out of town, which is exciting. I haven't seen many of them in quite some time. So I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody, getting the cemetery all decorated up, and then, of course, celebrating my husband's birthday. We usually do a fish fry and or a crab boil for his birthday, just depending on what all he wants. He's the baby of his family, so he gets, whatever he wants. He's very loved and very treasured by his family, which I always find exciting, because it's nice to know that families are still close in this day and age. As far as my drill shortage goes, I still have not heard back from the seller on YouTube, or on YouTube, on Amazon for this painting. I had sent them an email a couple of days ago letting them know that I was short on drills, and they do advertise on their Amazon listing that they will, that they do guarantee their diamonds, that they will send replacements if needed. So still hoping that that does happen, but I know several of you reached out, and I'm so grateful that you reached out to let me know. A lot of you have said already that you either don't have this color in squares, or that you're going to go and check your stash and get back to me. You guys are amazing for checking. I sure appreciate that. Like I said, I do have a seller on Etsy that I have found that is very, very quick to ship diamonds as needed, so I can definitely go back to her if need be and get the diamonds that I need. My throat's still a little raw from last weekend, just lots of excitement, lots of yelling and cheering on family as our niece graduated, and the excitement of having a party for her. And there was some karaoke involved. Although I don't karaoke, I do sing along in the crowd. So I'm still recovering from that. This weekend will include 0 karaoke. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think anybody plans to bring a karaoke machine, so I'm hoping that I can take this diamond painting along with me this weekend, and maybe get a little bit more progress made on it. This month is just absolutely flying by. I don't know where the month of May has gone. I thought, oh, this is just a simple little 40 by 50 painting. It should be no problem to get it done in a couple weeks or so, but life has gotten in the way, and I just have not been able to get as much painting time as what I would like. So May is always just a really busy month for us anyways. So what else is going on? Our work week's been a little hectic as people are starting to take, vacation days and mental health days and things, and just kind of take, everybody taking a little break and a breather from work. So it kind of adjusts the amount of work that each one of us has to do. But of course, I'm very, very lucky to work for a company that encourages us to use our paid time off that they allot for us. They say, oh, well, if you don't use it at the end of the year, we'll pay it out to you. But then they only pay you half of what it's worth. So you might as well get the full value of it and just take the days off. Here in a little while, I am recording this video in the morning, but it won't post until this evening. So here in a little while, I've got a friend coming over. She's trying to use up her vacation time before the end of the school year. She works for our local school, and in order for her, she does an additional position at work that they compensate her with paid time off. It's just little 30 minutes here and there, but she has to use that time off before the end of the school year. So she has opted to take half of today off and all of tomorrow. So she's going to come hang out with me here at the house. She's going to do a little sewing while she's here and I'm working. And so we'll see what kind of stuff she comes up with. Yesterday, our Quilt Guild hosted a class on label making and the importance of putting a label on your finished product so that later down the line, when, then future generations look back at your artwork, they know who created it, if it was created for someone special, kind of a little story about it. I guess a lot of diamond painters do that with a logbook. I know Lazy Retired Granny has been going through a lot of her old paintings with us and showing us what she's done in the past over the last several years that she's diamond painted. And so she keeps a logbook that tells, where she bought the painting and how long it took her and things like that. I'm just not good at keeping track of those things. I don't know why my wax is not holding my diamonds today. But I understand the importance of it if you want future generations to be able to say, oh, look, my great-great-great-grandmother made this for, so-and-so a gajillion years ago. My husband and I don't have kids, so I don't feel like there's going to be anybody passing down my stuff later on. I don't think anybody 100 years from now is going to know who I was or what I worked on, and I'm kind of okay with that, I don't feel like I am going to be submitting any of my pieces to a museum for preservation, so I just create for my own enjoyment, and if others enjoy it too, that's fantastic. But I'm not too concerned with what happens to it after I'm gone, So anyways, this diamond painting is taking a lot longer than I expected, but like I said, May is just such a busy month for us that I thought this small of a painting would go much quicker, and it just hasn't. But if I can take my painting with me this weekend and hopefully work on it a bit in between family time. Hopefully I can get it completed before the end of the month. And next month, June 1st, which is next week, on Thursday, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday is when the month starts, we will be going into our hashtag Paint Along with Friends landscape edition is what we're calling this one, because while most of us are doing the Chuck Pinson Golden Valley, there are some that are doing either other Chuck Pinson landscapes or other artists' landscapes. We have a good bit of people doing the paint along this go round, so that's always exciting. If you want to join, we don't really have any rules or regulations. You don't have to, you don't have to have any certain photo requirements or anything. This month is just a landscape of your choice, and, just jump online every once in a while and show us a YouTube video of your progress, what you're working on and how it's coming along. Let us know if you've had any really exciting finds during this painting, or any troubles with it. Just do some little progress updates every so often, so that we see what you're working on. And of course, follow along. Each one of us will be posting hopefully fairly regularly. I don't have a set schedule yet on my postings. I'm not sure that I ever really will, but if you do want to join along, or if you're just a follower and want to keep up with everybody's progress, we're happy to have you come along and like and comment and subscribe. We always appreciate all of that, and I do my very best to get to all of the comments that everyone leaves. Everyone is always so encouraging and so sweet. So we definitely all enjoy the camaraderie that we have amongst our little group of diamond painters. So we'd love to have you along if you want to join, in whatever capacity that may be. So I think that's really all I've got to talk about today. If you guys have any questions for me, if you have any thoughts or suggestions on maybe other places to get a landscape picture, if anybody is still looking, I know Amazon, is able to ship really quickly. It might be a little late to order from China to be able to stay on track to start on the 1st, but if you want to start middle of the month or last week of the month or whatever, you certainly do you, and we'll come and watch and see what you're doing. And that is, like I said, that's all I've got to chit chat about today. I still have about half of this portion, or half of this section or so, left to go. And then I will be moving on to my next section. Before we go, why don't we go ahead and draw? Let's give these a little mix up. A cute little jar. So our next section, and if it does have a lot of letter R, the 823 that I'm missing, I will set it aside and draw again. And if like I did last time, I drew twice, got two sections that I would have a lot of R's that would be left uncovered, I just picked a section. But let's see, section number 11. So section 11, unfortunately, is one that has a good bit of R in it, and I don't want to just leave those uncovered for now. So let's try again. Section 17. Okay, So there are a couple of R's in this, but not a whole lot. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only about 5 letter R's in section 17, so that's perfect. This letter I in here has been such beautiful drills. They've been so uniform in shape that they have gone together really nicely in other sections. So section 17 will be next. We're going to finish up section 24 and then move to section 17 next. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.